You're safer here than any place else.
24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just get me to the airport, put me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go instead. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, 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 oh. 24 hours to go. I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated. Just put me in a wheelchair, get me on a plane. Hurry, 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 before I go instead. I can't control my fingers, I can't control my brain. Oh no, oh, oh, oh,
I can't believe it's happened like that. Give me a second. I'm into, that says January 24th, 2034. That explains a bit. That makes actually a lot more sense. What does that mean? Maybe. Makes it more understandable, and there's just heaps of things that are affected, they're just unrecognisable. You know, it's supposed to be where I've lived, you know, most of my life. Effectively some 40 odd years. But, and it's like, see things like, oh, I'm not going to go through right now, but I've been noticing, and it's the same. I really don't feel like talking right now, but it's because it's the same version of things, and it changes far more rapidly and fluidly than one would I suppose expect. Lots of things changing every day by the hour, by the second. I'm seeing, and I'll say, but it's the silly things, and I'm not going to get into them now because I already feel like that are just out of place, right? You know, because you don't. I can't remember what they're called now. The scaffold lift. Do you think what are you trying to reach up there? Like, it might seem like a silly thing. That was just something that. Another one, but it's like, it's fantastic looking out there over the view. And this car park, there's birds. Well, I'm not, look at them. Well, hey, I was looking at the shadows. That's awesome. Because, you know, I've been inspecting this very strange car park set up from the ground for some time. Getting another time, but the bridges, a lot of it doesn't make any sense. All of it doesn't make sense. Just the interpretation of things. It's a patched together, and even just briefly, because I really not going to get into it right now. I'm just having, I was looking out here, you know, and it's great. I didn't expect to know I was going to be. Yeah, it's funny how it worked out. See how you come from the car park, right? Forget about the weird bridges that don't really add up. But I was just looking at this before, going, oh yeah, look, you come up, okay, you come up, okay, you drive up, right, you come up, well, that one, okay, that one you drive down. So this one you drive up, and you come around. And I just thought, and look here, like, you got like, Well, these are just small car park spaces. Yeah, that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. They just happen to be on another little ramp, but it's just stopped. All right, as if there was another level, or maybe there was, and they took it. Or they took the other level away. You got over here as well. Like, it's just. As I said before, it's just spell check. It just gets it wrong just a little. The context is there. It's pretty amazing. It's just that the way that little ramp, the little car parks are just happen to be on a ramp. It doesn't go anywhere. You wouldn't do it like that, man or woman. It doesn't make there's no it doesn't end up that way by any logical means. And even if I was just happened to be, I was like, oh, there's benches, right? There's benches to sit on, it looks like. Oh, that's cool. And then you sort of notice, oh yeah, the fences are a bit, I was going to say, it looks like it might even have changed a little bit. I was just looking at, so your straight fences, right? Oh, is it benches? I don't know, it's very low. Looks like kind of like benches. Then you come along and it's like brick things, right? And then, you get like a fancy little bit of metal right there. Like, was there a gate there? I don't know, maybe it's a fair drop off the edge. But then it actually goes from being a bench to like higher up, more like a fence to stop you falling over, but it's two fences, a different pattern metalwork behind. Then you got some more fancy stuff here, almost like almost like a gate, but again, heck of a drop going through that gate. It changes, it comes back to the bench. Yeah, look, it's almost a bit like what you see around the outside of some of the footy ovals, which admittedly is very difficult to find. A lot of the things you can see out there, it's like, well, I don't really know what they are. But anyhow, it changes. But it's this tower goes quite, this lift or whatever it is, this tower goes quite high. I don't know what that's necessarily for. This one's quite way over here. It's got a sign on it. I mean, is it another stairwell? Maybe. It's not as high as this tower here. It's just, it's not. If you build a rooftop car park, right, okay, there's columns that have been knocked out. All right, so they've taken the whole top floor of this car park away. It just left the little, convenient little car park ramp spaces there and there. When you design a rooftop car park, when you get into the top level, it's called the penthouse, not the rooftop. Well, with that, you tend to just stop there. You would flatten. You wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't have that. Right? But then there's lots of these things there, but these things don't actually really, the little bridges, like a little platoon one, they're at funny angles anyhow. It's not, so look at them, they're from the ground, it's like, okay. Anyhow. What is interesting, what I was reminded of. Earlier, as I was looking out here, I was reminded of this a little while back. So I documented this church bell thing and whatnot, but I'd always been down this street, and then all of a sudden, a few months back now, there was this massive, still there, but you can just see it. There was massive columns. This church just seemed to come out of nowhere, right? Huge columns. I'd never seen it before, and it's called High Street there. I've been up and down it many times, right? It's like it, and I said it. I was filming it, and I said it out loud. It's like I think this was an overnight. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it's a very fast manifestation. It popped right up overnight, and the columns. It's like I would have recognised. I mean, it's huge columns. You can't. It's you can't see it properly from here, but anyhow, it's very strange. And as I was just like, wow, I was saying it and filming it, and then as I left there, and I was filming the whole way, I went that way. So I had the realisation. Anyhow, getting back to my mum's, and I got freaking arrested by shapey cops. Oh, there you go, like the ones that had the dodgy. Where are they? I got freaking arrested by shapey cops. Oh, there you go, like the ones that had the dodgy. Where are they? Oh no, that's just get out of there. But I was on a bicycle, totally. No number plate, I'm wearing a helmet. It's a Sunday afternoon. Heaps of people out down. I was running the Esplanade. I turned onto near my mum's street, and I got these cops saying my name, pulled me over and arrested me, right? For not attending court. I had attended court. I reckon they had a warrant. It was all bullshit. It was shapey cops. But it's just interesting that it was like because it's like more and more, if you just sort of look, you notice things that, and I like it can be jarring, and I think it's why I believe it. I haven't been looking for these things. It's just over time. It's like you can't help but notice them, and when you do, it's like yeah, wow. Even over here, like, what are these things doing? And spinning things. What I had noticed on the church, and you can't quite see them here, was that there's like strange faux windows on the side. The depth, it's hard to explain without showing the image, and even with it. But those columns, I mean, this had been here, this bell tower thing, and there's a school back the point is those columns, they were, yeah. That was literally that joint just popped up, looking, much like, a lot of the places do in the city. And what I've said this before, I'm going to stop in just a moment. I'm tired. It's why the old buildings don't make any sense. It's why the old pictures from back in the day, you're like, wow, everything's confusing, and there are no toilets in the things, and it's because it's a construct, right? A construct. I don't know if I said that right. Something's hitting me. My brain's going funny. Construct, yeah, that is the right word. Something seems to have hit me right where it hurts as far as determining that word. Someone's tried to block that word out of my vocabulary. Perhaps at times, yeah. But the reality is we're walking around in a construct that's in part coming from our own mind, but it literally is like it's what it is. But it's interpretations of things really genuine. Hello, much love. Things genuinely are not organic in the sense that we, had accepted or grown to accustomed to. It's like, it's just, it's okay. I don't think it. I mean, obviously the AI knows we're waking up, doesn't want us out, because I think it knows that it gets turned off if we exit. system, and I think we've been trapped in it, well, for seems like a very, very long time. This simulated reality, repeating cycles, reset 5 times combined or something like that, it seems. That's anyhow. That's not different things. But it's lovely. It's over with you for a bit. I've always appreciated living with you. There's Adelaide City. This is obviously my Mount Lofty pyramids. Looking pretty straight edge and appropriately jagged in the right areas, he said. So this didn't used to be like this. This is what kind of like this house is this height here, the top of those hills, because I used to live just there. And so that's the hills I used to trek around, but it didn't used to be like up like that and then consistent in a big bowl like that. It's look similar in a sense. That's how it goes. That's the point. And I think that as we're regaining our minds, as opposed to using the ones that have been fairly well indoctrinated, mind controlled, fed a bunch of stuff that some archonic or actor or AI something else pushed into our mind. But what happens is, see, I remember more and more it's like, oh, hang on, I'll notice the changes because as I said, the hypnotism is wearing off. But and genuinely it comes through the frequency of the television, the mass media, and say they live, documentary, but it's Alright, I'm going to stop it. It's going for longer, and as I said, I'm a bit tired of it. What was lovely, I did notice how many trees you like. I was like, that's awesome, how many trees you can see. Oh, you like, oh, I can see, we can see. Massive over here. Immediately I was like, wait, the fuck is that? Before, but it's lovely. It doesn't matter. It's over there is where it is, and it's great that there's more massive trees up. I'm saying, yeah, because I've identified as what we need, and So, it's the other thing is because the realm is we manifest and it's popping out. It sounds like the same old thing, but it's literally it's popping out what we through our intent, through our actions, right? Through our mind, literally from our mind space is what's spitting out. It's in so and again, I said it before. That's why they try and get your mind full of, they can keep our minds full of distraction, fighting, argument, silly, all sorts of things. And the more, it's what can be a vicious cycle of like the mad nutness that things can kind of end up being. It's like, because it's feeding off every thought, right? And it's like, yeah. It's great, the trees, and so fortunately more are popping up, and that's amazing. That's lovely. That's great. you know, if I was, there were other, if I was just massively into buildings, right? Probably what would be seen out there now is all more buildings popping out, just as they're trying to put that in an example that makes sense without sounding completely whatever. But yeah, I'm not a good explaining mood, or yeah, ability tone today. But anyhow, and that's where the birds will come past. Like what happens is before that it's happening more and more. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And that's what I've been saying. There is a foundation that's part of this creation, right? And that's how the realm works. As we realise, it's what. That's how we correct it, right? By correcting our minds somewhat, looking out for each other, and we effectively agree on what we already know effectively, which pushes past rules out, goes the non-real, the bullshit just falls away, right? The more and more each one of us is it's actually the real, because it's a finite number, and that's the thing. A lot of what's going on already is just part of the set, right? It's conscious. It's amazing. But yeah, so I can't go and spit them. No, that's right. Not alright. But yeah, like that's the truth makes itself known, and yeah, there's it's how it goes. And there are actually programs, dead programs. The other stuff I've filmed is like, well, yeah, I realised in a while I'll go to put up at some point. Every time I try to do something, I find a way to. I haven't got it out there yet, but shut up. Yes, love. Yes, love. And the windows here. That's got a similar final setup. The way that it stacks of air conditioners is a little bit, anyhow, a little bit funny as well, but just leave it at that. Even these like facades, right? I sort of hadn't really noticed from up here. It's like, it really does look like it's the front of the building from the front, right? It's got date or whatever, but it's a facade, right? And that's I suppose that's a metaphor, 100% for a lot of what's yeah, floating about, and we're wandering within. A lot of it's facade, right? And it's becoming increasingly obvious, right? It's becoming increasingly obvious. So I don't know, is it a car park? It's got the bars, like you think, is that be a car park? Well, it's not a prison. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Something. It's, yeah. The place they're trying to put the AI joint they're building, it's right next to mine, next to my mum's. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll go through that other stage. It is an obvious tell, and you know, one of those. Yeah, that well, I suppose it's pretty handy and strange as it is. Wake up statement, alarm situation. House that's AI framed. It's not. It's yeah. I'll have to show it to even bother talking about it. Alright. Bye now. Much love. A lot of steel, a lot of wood, and interesting scaffolding framework, and yeah. Shouldn't they be pointing down, not up? Yeah. They're like pointed up here. Kind of up here, but up. You would have them, I would imagine, you could have them looking down, so you could, if the security things to keep an eye on, if anyone's walking, doesn't, you know. It's just obviously, it looks like there's little steps that go up there, look. This little tower. Anyhow. But yeah, that's alright. Alright, I'm out. Just as well they got to put the fence at the end. I mean, I imagine that. I wonder if that was there from the beginning. I wonder how many lemmings drove off that. Yeah, before they put the railing fence on the side and on that type of thing. Just yeah, I'm on the 9th floor. That's like, you could hear that pretty loud, as if it was, you know, give me a shock or a fright or distract or, you know, whatever. That's what happens. The moment I started sort of noticing before they had the people they would come out and the lift just walk there, like the things out there would make noise. These crews started just like walking along, like these, like, where is it? Where are they? I can't really see them there. all of a sudden it's like, oh, these are all just pathways, right, on top of the roofs, and they're all just, we're just getting walked around on. Anyhow, it's just, yeah, alright. That's what and the cool buildings that are popping up more, that's, yeah, as I said, we're manifesting that too, and it's, yeah, look, it's cool, it's fun, it's wonderful, trippy, funny. You know, that's it. All right. Ciao.